Paying your kids under 18 the right way. That's what we're going to be going over today. Hey guys, I'm Mike. I'm a CPA partner at Ledgerly. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Subscribe weekly for weekly videos on the latest and greatest tax strategies. Before we dive into it, let's make sure we're understanding the topic at hand. We're talking about paying kids under 18 today out of your business. So unfortunately, for all of you tuning in that don't have a business, a side hustle, LLC, S-Corp, this doesn't pertain to you. If you just have a W-2 job, unfortunately, we're kind of out of luck here. So a few topics that we need to understand before we get into the nitty-gritty and how to properly do this. We can't just be paying our kids just to pay our kids. We need to come up with a job description for them. So from the age of 0 to maybe 3 or 4, maybe your kid isn't going to be doing any heavy lifting, cleaning the office, or anything like that. However, it's a perfect time to get them on social media, posting them as actors, models, basically being a face for your business. Now, once they hit the age of maybe 4, 5, they can start helping out in the office, cleaning the office, taking out the trash, teaching them about business and how your business operates. Once they get a little older, 7, 8, 9, that's when they start understanding conceptually. And you can do it all the way until they reach the age of 18. And what we're going to be teaching is the best of both worlds. The business is going to be getting a tax deduction, and your kids are going to be getting tax-free income. Most of it will be tax-free, and that's what we're going to get into today. So let's head over to the whiteboard and do a visual of how this works and the proper way to do it. All right, so we're at the whiteboard. So today we are going to be talking about paying kids under 18. So we're going to go under 18. This is where the magic happens. This is where we create that generational family wealth here. So let's say you're a single member LLC. All right, so you have your single member LLC. How this is going to work is, again, as we mentioned at the beginning of the video, you're going to have a job description for your kids. You're actually going to have them be doing work in your business, for your business, on your business, whether they're a part of your board of advisors, whether they're actually doing services for you, whether they're talking with clients on the phone. So the beauty of this is that you're not only getting a benefit of having an employee work for you, but you're also teaching your kids about business and how it works. So the way that this works is you have your single member LLC or your sole proprietorship, okay? And it will be owned by you. So you're the parent, you're the mother or the father. And the way that it works is on your Schedule C, you're going to categorize this as outside labor, and you're going to pay your kids, okay? And you pay your kid. That's under 18, all right? Outside labor, that will go on your Schedule C as an expense. Now, we can turn that around, and we can fund a custodial Roth IRA, custodial bank account for their school supplies, everyday expenses, everyday living expenses. And the cool thing is that you can pay for, at least in 2025, up to $15,000 per kid, okay? Business is getting a $15,000 tax deduction. Your child is getting $15,000. Why $15,000? That's the standard deduction for 2025. Now, please note, very important, this is only federal. This is only federal tax. We're not talking about state income tax. So depending on what state you live in, we're in Connecticut, but California might be different. Connecticut's different. New York's different. Obviously, a Florida, a Texas, a New Hampshire, that's different. They don't have state income tax. But make sure you know what state you are living in. So what we can do for 2025, you can split this. The Roth contribution limit, 2025, we got, I believe it's 7,000 still, and we can do another 8,000 in the bank. 15 is the max. You can do less, okay? If you do more, then we got to file a tax return for the kid. But because they're under 18, there's no FICA requirement. There's no Social Security, Medicare for the kids. So that's why we want to keep them under that threshold. Now, that's for single member LLCs. Let's say you have an S corporation or a corporation. There's one more step that needs to happen. So this is single member LLC. Let's go down on the whiteboard, and let's say you have an S corporation, an S Corp. What the S Corp is going to do is it's going to pay a management fee to a family management company sole proprietorship. And that sole proprietorship is going to be a Schedule C on your 1040. Okay? That family management company is kind of that barrier because corporations can't employ kids under 18. So we have this middle guy here, this family management fee. S Corp pays the management fee, gets the business expense. The management fee Management company recognizes that fee is income, but then they pay it out to the kids as outside labor, like we saw up here. So you got outside labor here, and then it goes to pay the kids. Again, for 2025, standard deduction equals 15,000 for single. And again, that's federal. So do your due diligence, look into your state, okay? All right, let's take a step back. A lot of cool stuff here, all right? When it comes to paying the kids under 18, again, we're reaping both benefits. Your business is getting a tax deduction and you're creating that generational wealth for your child's future. But most importantly, we want to make sure we're doing it right. We're documenting an actual job description for our kids so we're able to legally take advantage of these fantastic tax deductions that the tax code has been so generous to give us as business owners. So if you're a business owner and you want to implement something like this, get in touch with us, subscribe. You want to continue to learn more about these great tax strategies. We have a running list of about 25, 30 strategies that we go over with our clients. So click the link, get in touch, visit our website, call the office, schedule a consultation. Let's get something on the books so we can start creating that generational wealth for your kids' future.